Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On the run, still looking. He's going to run him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go.
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the air, it's Algier. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Push down for the tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They're going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Harris back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He's going to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Back to pass, it's Algier. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll go back to the ground. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
3rd and goal from way back there. Scanning the field, it's Algier. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Off play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Vols decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Complete to the right. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Makes his connection. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Now improvising. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And come on now, O-line. You go back. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Looking to throw, it's Algier. Dances away. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's complete! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Harris will throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Unloads it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to throw. It's Algier. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Volunteers are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tennessee! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking for a man. It's Algier. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll give it to the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here on second and short. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
Only in the hops. The hurdle and still on his feet. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Caught in the backfield, it's Hutchinson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They move the tight end all over. The give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Harris back to pass. Snags it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Beavers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Keep it on the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Wants to throw. It's Algier. Throwing right. Lost. The defense is wide open. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You know, this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to throw, it's Algier. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The offense lining up for a first down play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.